cotton ball with petroleum jelly. Just fluff it up a bit so it can catch. And impale it onto the stick. So you can shove it in there. I thought it was a hawthorn, but it's actually a bullace. Bullace thorn went stuck on kind of like a knuckle part of my thumb yesterday. It's starting to swell up now and there's pus coming out, so I may as well I'll just give it a plaster bandage and then treat it when I get home. This is my small medical kit. I usually bring my bigger one for something more than 24 hours, but I think there's enough stuff in here, I think, for a 24-hour overnighter, I reckon. Sounds like the water might be hot enough for the coffee. Oh yeah, that's good enough for me. My pre-packed coffees as usual. 1 sugar, maybe 1.5 teaspoons of coffee granules, organic decaf, that's how I roll, fair trade, and then obviously milk powder. Rain's coming down, let me get the top back. It's full position. Beautiful. Those are the embers I'm supposed to have had last night for the steak. I mean, they're a bit hot now to cook the steak really quick, but that's what it was meant to be like. Ah well. I'm quite chuffed the rain has come down. I was kind of hoping for a bit of rain, to be honest. I know it sounds a bit crazy, but I'm not severely pressed for time. I've got a few things I need to do today. I'm back at work tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Yeah, just a couple of things I need to do for work and stuff, but there's no time limit on them. I can just do them anytime until, you know, till I go to bed tonight. So if I have to leave here, like, it's now 20 to 12 midday, if I have to leave here 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I can leave here 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The only crappy thing to a sense is that the Lavvu will be a bit heavier after absorbing a bit of water, but it's all part of the deal. It's all good. I like it. It's not coming down too heavy now. I might have a few more shots of the Slingshot, the Catty. Where's that can? Pretty decent dent from this. I must have hit it twice in the same area. That's the first hit that I gave it yesterday, after like my 7th shot at it. That's pretty cool dents. The Slingshot's fun, the Catty's fun. Just the rubber is extremely hard. It's very stiff. And when I was buying it in the shop, in the market, the guy was saying, like, you sure this is the one you want? And you know, I don't really know much about these things, so I was just saying yeah, because it looks like the same one that most of the bushcrafters and the Slingshot Catty enthusiasts use. But he had another one which was a lot more elastic, except it was like about half the width. You see where my thumb is, about that much. I kind of regret not buying a spare just to play around with. But anyway, this is just for fun. That's kind of how they make them in the Philippines for kids, and they sell them in the markets. I know you guys probably think that the gap between the frame gap is way too thin, but I've not had any impacts yet, and they just attach them with like rubber bands and stuff. It's pretty cool. Online I saw homemade ammunition, biodegradable ammunition for Catties and Slingshots. It was made from like clay or something like that, so I was just wondering, anyone out there, hit me up in the comments section if you've tried those out and how are they. They weren't like all 100% the same size and weight, but I found that pretty cool. You know, all my life when I was playing with Catties in South Africa, we never bought marbles, we never bought ball bearings or anything like that. We just used stones on the ground, so I prefer that. And at some point I was a really good shot. No matter what size or shape stone I could pick up, I could normally hit the target within, like, let's say 3 shots. And you know, I'm not trying to say that it's wrong to purchase ball bearings and all that kind of stuff, but I find that closer to nature. I find that a bit more skilled in a way, just to use rocks or whatever you can find out there. Alright, so for my late breakfast, you know, it's almost 12 o'clock. The main plan was, so I've got a pot of bit of boiling water. I've got some tasty wheat. It's this thing we have in South Africa. I think the Americans have a tasty wheat as well, so anyway, it's quite nice. I really like it as a porridge. I got some almonds left over from a Lithuanian military ration that I tried out the other day, and I put the video online a couple days back of the review. It's an MRE, a meal ready to eat. Anyway, so once the tasty wheat is mixed in and reboiled a little bit, I have pre-soaked chia seeds, flax seeds, sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds in unsweetened almond milk. I've been soaking for more than 24 hours now. That'll be mixed in there. There's 2 teaspoons of honey in here as well, and that's my breakfast. So there's the beautiful combination of the hinged Lixada folding stove, the 12 centimeter one, I think that is 11-12 centimeter, and the 12 centimeter zebra billy can. When you have embers left over and you want to use them up and not waste that space in between, it fits perfectly in there. And the handle hinges stop it from touching the coals, but if you're really desperate, you can turn it sideways and let it slide down a bit further. solitude. Some people refer to it as kind of antisocial, but I see it as a therapy. When foraging a bit, found very little, but you know, a few blackberries. I was going to throw them in loose into the porridge, but I think I'm going to smash them up so that the mix is in a lot better. The flavour going all around instead of just a few berries. So the Lavvu can be one of the last things that I pack, so I just quickly draped it onto this broken down hawthorn tree, whatever it is that's under there. Just catch a bit of sun, dry out a little bit. Alright, that's camp cleaned up. So obviously the Lavvu was about here. I've just kicked everything back to the middle. Fire was right there.